Hi, Brothers Sewing and Crafting family. I'm Angela Wolf.
And I'm May Flaum.
And we are so excited to be here. So we are brand ambassadors for Brother, and we are so excited that they're letting us take over the page again. So May, something behind me that's a little different. I have a pants masterclass going on. All the ladies are out eating lunch outside. You like my gator mask?
I do. Oh, that's handy.
Yes, and look at this. Somebody made me one that has Wolfpack 2020 St. Joe, Michigan.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't that cool? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So much fun. So how have you been? We've missed you. We haven't seen you in a little while.
I know, it's been a while. I'm in fall/Halloween mode because I like to, if I'm going to put the time into crafting everything, I like it to be up for a while. I don't want to get it all done and then it's only up for a week. So I've been playing around with the ScanNCut with the 230D, the Disney ScanNCut, and there's some cute built-in files, and I've been playing with that. And then I've been in a multitask mood, so I've had my machine set on embroidery. I don't know about you, but when I set it up for machine embroidery, I like to just run a bunch of things through instead of changing the needle and changing everything out and going back and forth. So I've got a bunch of things that I've been running there, but now, of course, I need to actually turn them. That's one of my sticking points, is turning them from, oh, look, this was a fun embroidery to make, into actually making something with it.
Into something else. Yeah, I'm with you. I have a whole pile of UFO projects. I told the ladies on Friday, they're here all week, and on Friday is our free day sew, and they don't know it, but they're each going to get a pile of my UFOs to help me finish. I don't think they would like that. So what are you going to show us today, May?
So today we're going to play with, so there's some really fun, and I have a whole bunch of different things I'm playing with these, but one of the things, I don't know if you've ever been to Disney at Halloween time, but they put all of these pumpkins, like pumpkins shaped like Minnie and shaped like Mickey, up.
Oh, yeah.
And they put them up everywhere. Well, the really cool thing is the 230D machine has Minnie and Mickey built in there in Halloween pumpkin form.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
So I've been playing with that, and I want to make a pillow, and this is one of the fabrics I'm using. So I'm going to make like a decor pillow, one with Minnie, one with Mickey, but we've been home so much and doing so much crafting that I am out of all solid fabrics, and I went down to the fabric store and they're sold out of all solid fabrics. So I had to actually do an online order, which in theory, cross fingers, guys, it should arrive today, which means I can get things from the in progress to the finished pile, which would be lovely. But this is just iron-on vinyl. I like to play and make different things like that. And then this is actually going to be a tutorial that goes up on my site, and here on Facebook on Craft with May, there'll be a link to it, but this is a tutorial that'll go up tomorrow. But we're going to make a card with this, and then check this out.
Oh my gosh,
this is a little treat box.
So cute.
But the cool thing about this is it takes like 2 minutes. I mean, well, no, the cutting takes a little longer, but to actually make it takes maybe 2 minutes. So
it reminds me of this one that I made.
Super cute. I know.
I know. Oh my gosh, these are so fun. I thought that these would be great for a party or anything with a few little chocolates in there or something. Fantastic. But I love your pumpkin ones.
It's so much fun. So these are super easy little designs because they're in the machine. So I don't even have to worry about editing or learning anything. All I have to do is just access the machine and they're right there. And I'm such a big fan of that, especially, I mean, we're home a lot more this year, but there's so much stuff going on with kids in school and just different things going on. So I am 100% for, like, don't hurt my brain. Like, just be easy to do. Just be easy for me to make. Don't hurt my brain. So show
us how to, I cannot wait to see this. I think I have your ScanNCut on here. You want me to bring it up?
Yeah, so I'm going to work with a big mat. This is not required, but by the way, if you don't know, ScanNCut does make a 2-foot-long mat, which is most excellent. I tend to use it more for vinyl projects or projects where I want something really big or long, or if you turn it sideways, your design, like a big happy birthday banner or something. We're using it because it's a low tack mat, and it's We've got another month, so I'm on a brand new standard and a brand new low tack mat. And when I start off with paper, I don't like to put most paper and cardstocks on a brand new standard mat, just because it can be a little too sticky depending on the paper. And sometimes your paper then sticks. And guys, that's just not fun. That is no fun. So we're going to do a couple things. This is some paper with, you see all those fun little ghosts?
That's cute. And you know what? I love that mat. That's the mat that I use when I'm trying to cut things with garments because it's longer. I can fit almost a skirt or a sleeve, anything on that longer mat. It's very fun.
There's a lot more flexibility. So I do use these mats. I haven't lately, which is funny, but I actually do use those mats quite a good deal. What I'm going to do, though, is I want to make a little accessory thing. So I'm going to show you real quick. If we go over to the ScanNCut, we're going to go into Scan, and we're going to push this Direct Cut button.
Oh, here, let me bring your ScanNCut. Sorry,
there we go.
I'm on the wrong page. Hold on a second. Here we go. There you go. Now we can see. Wonderful.
So we're going to scan, and it's going to say, we're going to cut. I love that it explains. Direct Cut means there's two different, and we've done the other kind. I don't think we've done Direct Cut, but the Direct Cut is just meaning that whatever I put on this mat is what we want to cut. So it means what I've got here is what I would like to cut. It's not, there's not something else, or we're not going to save this pattern and then cut off something else. Okay, so let's say okay, and do you? Let's see.
Oh my gosh, I can see that paper so much better now than when you just held it up. Those are so cute. Those ghosts are adorable.
Aren't they fun? So I'm just going to I only want a couple of them to cut. Okay, so we'll cut a couple of them. And then ignore object size is great. So the little boo bubbles, I don't need those to cut. Oh, I just have to tilt this for a second so I can see. There we go.
Actually, we can see it good when you do that too.
See it there too? Okay.
Actually, better.
Actually, hang on. There. Wait. Let's see. You said up was
better.
Yeah, actually,
we can see it way better like that.
Okay. So it's showing me the outlines of which little ghosties we're going to cut out, and then you can cut it as is, or if you wanted to, I'm going to put a little bit of an outline, then it'll cut outline. So you could go out, or you could go in if you wanted it to be a negative outline. And this is going to be super fast. This is so easy to do, and I love this for pattern paper, especially because it lets me cut all these little guys out, and I'm just going to push start. It's going to be really fast. It lets me cut all kinds of different fun little things out. Super easy. But also, I like to use these little things for little embellishments and little, decorations on my various projects. I
love Pam says, don't forget when you're using that long mat to move everything behind your machine that is so true.
Yes. Well, we don't have to worry about, although there is nothing behind the machine, but we don't have to worry about this one because it's only cutting up. I'm only actually not using the whole length of it, but yes, you want to make sure you have enough room set aside there. See, all done. And I'll show you guys. Let's see. Okay. It's just warning you if you unload the mat.
Oh my gosh, it cut all those little guys out?
Yep, all done. Super fast. So that's I always try to, the little tips and tricks that I use every day, all the time, I try to bring in here if I can remember. If I'm working like this, I like little ghosties this time of year. So there we go,
so
cute
cute.
Ghosties. Okay, so now I'm reloading the mat. Now let's cut. We'll do our little treat box. Actually, no, we'll do our little card first. We'll do our treat box second. Okay, so for the card, I've just got regular cardstock down. And you could cut, I've cut this out of, this is vinyl, so craft vinyl, sticker vinyl. You can see this I just made stickers, which is a lot of fun, I think, because then there's no glue. It's just a sticker. So the ScanNCut designs are in here for Mickey and all the Disney fun. They're in here. And down at the end, and we're gonna play with one of those, but we'll do.
Oh yeah.
We'll do Mickey Mouse.
I've been in the Disney machine and I did not even notice those. I guess I wasn't on the fall mode.
You know what? That's exactly what happened to me. I wasn't thinking about the fact that it was when I got it. It was, I don't know. I think it was like January, so I didn't even really register them. And then I made a note to myself, actually, don't forget to check those cute little Mickey Mouse pumpkins. So now I remember. This time around, I remembered. So there's 4 different parts. There's his little face. There's the pumpkin part. There's the background. And there's this little stem. So cute. So I'm going to start here. And you could cut more than one thing at a time if you have it all prepared. And also if the materials are the same thicknesses. So in other words, if we were going to do this all out of paper and it was all going to be the same thickness, then we could absolutely just cut it all out at the same time. But if it's going to be different thicknesses, or if it's going to be things that, maybe the ScanNCut as it's cutting would have issue with, then you're going to want to do one thing at a time. What we will do, while that cuts that out, it only takes a moment, but while that cuts that out, I'm just going to get, just off to the side here, I'm just cutting a few pieces of material.
I'll just bring you
so that we'll get ready.
Oh, hey, Pam, can you show which button to push to choose to cut out just those ghosts again? Maybe after you're finished with that, we can go back and do that, Pam.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, it's at the very start. Okay, yes, at the very start.
Mess you up.
So, well, I'll lose. I'll lose. This is the one thing, if you're in a pattern like this, so we're trying to cut out, it's so cute. We're trying to cut out all our pieces. If you didn't write down, like I didn't write down exactly what size, then if you go to back and you don't remember what size, it's not all going to be the same thing. That's the great thing about these patterns is if we click select the next part, it takes us back here, and these pieces are sized to be perfect with each other. And then we'll add. And I'm not going to add the eyes because I'm actually going to do the eyes out of sticker vinyl. So we'll say that. And I can scan my mat if I want to make sure where everything is. Or in this case, I mean, you guys can even see right here. It's very obvious that, the green is over here and my little plaid over here, although I'll move it down a little bit. And I know I have more than enough material, so I don't need to scan, but I could if you want to verify that you've got things in the right place, you can. So we'll cut those out. And then once we cut his little eyes out, then we'll go back and I'll show you the start of that, what you push to get.
I like that print or whatever that is.
The way I always remember with the scanning, if we're scanning to either create a cut file or cut a material out, I always remember scan to cut means I want to scan and make a file to later cut. So quick and easy. Let's see.
Everybody's dogs are going to be barking. UPS is here.
Oh, so this is going to go under, and look how cool that's going to be with different.
Oh my gosh, that looks great.
So you don't have to do, I mean, it shows yellow. You can do the colors it shows, or you can make up your own colors. So that's always fun. And then there you are, our little stem friend. Gonna go up there. So now we just need to cut out his eyes. So I'm just taking a piece of sticker vinyl, and I'm just gonna put it down on this corner over here. And so as long as we keep clicking select the next part, it removes everything off the mat for us and pulls us back to this, because the ScanNCut understands we've got a pattern with lots of pieces here, and we're trying to do lots of different pieces. And then all I have to do is move this over here. And then this time though, and this is why I didn't do it all at once, this time I need to go in here and select half cut on. And what that'll do is cut the vinyl, but not cut the backing. So we'll have that all nice, and then we'll go show you that, and we'll assemble. And then we'll make our treat box. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, you can fly through your projects with this because it's just so easy. I love that.
This is a great project.
Well, and we can make it, and another thing that I absolutely love, of course, is we can make it as difficult as we want or as easy as we want. And then this even, I can take some scissors, and I always try to do this. So we don't need, with the ScanNCut, we don't actually need to have any particular size. So like this little scrap, I will save it and I can put it back in and cut something else out of it because we can scan, so we can always see where the material is, so we can get like the most out of our dollars and out of our materials. All we really need on this guy is just however much there was for the little eyes.
So May, I have to tell you that ever since you gave some tips, well, you've gotten me so addicted to cutting vinyl on the ScanNCut now that, I cherish every little piece. That I mean, like I was never a itsy bitsy fabric saver, but now with the vinyl, it could be like this small. And I got one of those little cabinets that you had with little drawers with the wheels, and they're all labeled. I'm so organized thanks to you. I'm sure many of the other people watching are too.
You know what? It's so much fun, and the organization though, it really is key. Because like today, I'm going, okay, well, I need some more white vinyl. Well, I'm opening the vinyl drawer that's for sticker vinyl and not for scraps. And okay, here's a white scrap. Let's use that and let's go. It helps. It makes everything so much better. Okay, before we assemble, I'm going to go back to the home screen. So in the home screen, it's scan, and then scan to cut data means I'm scanning something and I want to, but what I'm scanning is not what I'm cutting. So like if you had printer paper or something hand drawn on scrap paper or something, that would be that. Direct cut means you've got something like the ghosts and you want to cut out, and that would apply to like if you were cutting out stamps, like if you had a stamped image and you were cutting it out, that would be that. And then you just start. It's super, super fun and easy. So let's do that. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and unload my map for a moment here. So if I unload my map here and we adjust just a little bit, then this screen, there we go. Then we have room. We have room to craft now. Okay. And you can do that, the cutting out, if you want to cut out your little ghost friends, you could do that with any, like this one would be another great one. The really key is you're just looking for a solid outline. You're looking for an outline that the ScanNCut can pick up on and follow, that doesn't have any breaks in it, that has just a clear line for it. And I think these ones may be up next for me. I think these would be fun as little cutouts.
Definitely. And actually that answered Pam's question. Oh, Pam says, thank you. Pam, you read my mind. That totally answered her question for what to do there.
Oh, about it just needs to have a clear line. If we have a clear line, we're good to go. Okay, so we'll need a little, well, you don't actually need it. You could technically just lift these little stickers off. The problem is, how are you going to get Mickey's face just exactly perfect?
Right.
So what we'll do, okay, so I start by, I'll put a little adhesive. It doesn't have to be a ton of adhesive, and this is just double-sided tape, paper crafter tape. And then any brand of that would do. You could use liquid adhesive if you really wanted to. I don't like the weighting and I don't like the mess if it's just paper to paper. And then we just pop him down. Yep. And then
bring him up just a little bit further so we can, there you go. Now we can see it. Great.
Okay. And then we do the same thing to our little stem. And for the stem, I like it under, so it shows it above, but I like it tucked under a little better. So we're gonna put a little more adhesive on here. And you could get as fancy as you wanted with your card. You could put, well, you could do whatever you could do whatever you like. You could put all kinds of different colors on here. You could put, like you could do stamps and stencils. I mean, you could get really wild with your decorations. I'm going to keep this guy pretty simple because we got other things to do. We got all kinds of fun things to do. And I think we might need to cut out some of those little labels because those are super fun. Okay, and then this, we're just transferring his little face onto the transfer material. And the reason is because then everything will stay just so. That's how you get with the vinyl. That's how you get all the pieces to stay right where you want them. So cute.
Oh, Molly, I see your question. I'll save that one for when we're finished with this because that's a great question. Okay, so that makes so much more sense because when I put my face on, it wasn't so cute, but I just took one at a time. I didn't go to the extra effort, and it really makes a difference.
It really does. And if you're using heat transfer, I'll bring this one in just to show Giant Mini.
Oh, that's cute.
Giant Mini, and this is all heat transfer, but I don't have my fabric yet. Let's all hope that the delivery drivers decide to run early today and not run late. I want to put her on fabric. But the heat transfer, it's neat because, I mean, it's automatically in the, coordinated and on its own transfer material. With the sticker stuff, you just have to pull out transfer material to make it work. But I made her eyes glitter. So she has glitter eyes. And I'm actually thinking it'd be fun to do some hand embroidery like on her bow and add some little accents. And for her, so this one has the background. You'll notice that she doesn't because my intention is to put her on a fabric that will look good as her background.
Yeah, that looks really good. I love the glitter. I'm just laughing
about too. These guys don't have. These guys don't have a background color because I decided that the brown of my little notebook here that I just wanted to make a little fall notebook and doodle book. It's nothing special inside, just blank paper. But I thought it'd be fun if it had a fall theme on the front for all my. I like to, when I get ideas, I like to sketch and come up with, whatever the idea is. I like to kind of draw it out and think it out. So
okay,
that's that.
Stop you. Go back. Go show me that notebook again. I know the questions are going to roll in. What are those ties? Where did you find the mini Mickey for that? Well, don't tell me if it was.
These are just little buttons. I found them in my button drawer.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness knows where they came from, but little candy corn mini Mickey buttons. And then this is just twine. I just glued these guys on to some twine. I don't know. I just decided when I was working on this, I went, I just want a little something across the top. And this is going to have a video. I'll put it up on Facebook later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. But this has a little video too. So anybody who's wanting to see exactly how we put that together. So there's so much fun though. So much fun. So this guy, you could do whatever you wanted. If you wanted to add little glitter glues, or you want to add, I don't know, we could add little ghosty friends if we want to have little ghosty friends. For the card though, you could add whatever you like. I'm not sure what all I want to add. I just can't decide, but that's okay because we can have works in progress as well. So the other thing I really want to show you, I want to show you this guy because I can't believe I've avoided these treat boxes because I thought they were hard. And that's so goofy. I should have known that the ScanNCut made it easy. I really should. You would think I would know better, but we're going to pull this out. So we'll pull this out again.
I'm out. While you're getting that, I have to tell you, I didn't realize how easy they were either because this one is the one that comes with the ScanNCut as a project just to get started.
That's right.
And it was, you literally just watch it cut and then piece it together.
That's and yesterday when I made this guy up yesterday, I went, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to show that because it's so easy that I feel ridiculous that I've never done the treat boxes because I assumed they would be harder.
Yeah, all right, I agree.
So,
all right,
getting my. We can work on some questions. We can work on too while this cuts because I want to say it takes like 4 minutes to cut. And that's the only, not a problem, but that's the only thing to know is it takes a couple minutes to cut. Okay.
I'm saving the questions for you, so they'll be ready.
Perfect. Okay, so you can do Minnie Mouse. Whoops, what did I just do? There we go. You can do Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse. They're basically, we'll do Minnie because we haven't done her. They're basically the same, but if you do Minnie Mouse, you'll want to cut out, you can see she's got a little bow and she's got little stars. So you would probably want to cut that out, and we'll cut her a little bow out, and her eyes are a little different. So we'll do that so that we have both. So you pick your part, and if you're gonna do this part, right, the main box part, I would just cut that out because it's really gonna go, as you can see, it's gonna go to the edges. So if anything else, if I try to cut it out, it's going to be like the bow or the stars. It's going to be not a problem exactly, but it's gonna all have to be the same color. So the only time I would do that is if I was cutting this all out of white material and then coloring it myself. Oh, there she is. And that's, seriously, that's it. That's it. We're done. All we have to do, oh, we need to turn half cut off because I was cutting the vinyl. So we turn the half cut off. And the ScanNCut's going to sit here for 4 minutes. It's going to sit here and do its thing.
Well, good. I'll bring you a couple questions while it's doing that then. So Molly had a great question. Great to see you, Molly, by the way. She wants to know, when the automatic settings don't cut as deep as they should, what setting should you change first in trying to get the correct cut?
This is a hard one because the only very rare time I've had a material that maybe the material itself was it was like a special material, right? Like maybe, I think there was one time where I had that happen with a faux leather that had kind of, it was a little fibery, like, or I don't know how to describe exactly, but it had like kind of a funkiness where it seemed like it cut through, but there was just one more little bit. Typically what I would do, because it's very rare, I can't think of the last time it happened, I would just run it. I wouldn't change anything. I just run it again.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I just push cut again and it'll recheck and recut. I don't mess with the automatic settings at all. The other thing I would make sure your software is updated. Because sometimes if there's an update to the machine, sometimes there's maybe something that's known or it's off a little and it like recalibrates it and makes sure it's just right. But I haven't had issues that would require me to really get into setting manual stuff up. Because my concern would be if I do that, you can do it, but my concern is if I do that, I'm going to forget. And then I'm going to come back and then everything's going to be set to one thing and I'm not going to remember. So if you want to do that, I mean, I would just, if you had something in particular and you were cutting a bunch of it, I think I would just gently, like you would with the old machines, just kind of gently up the pressure a little bit until you get what you want for that material. And then just make note and use that setting for that special material that needed.
A big note on, go back to normal before you leave, right? Hey, Jesse wants to know, when using the large size mat, do you change the mat size in the machine or just leave it as the 12 by 12?
So you do and don't. And what I mean is, right now I'm using the large mat because I don't have a low tack 12 by 12 mat, but I'm only using 12 by 12 paper and 12 by 12 size. So I don't have to tell it anything because we're only working within that 12 by 12. If I want to work the whole mat, then I have to change it. And when this is done cutting, I'll show you. We'll change its setting for when we cut out the bow and cut out the little, oh no, the ear's cut out already. When we cut out the bow and the little background, we'll change the settings so you can see that. If you want to be able to do the whole mat, you do need, there's just a little tool, real easy, and you just change it over so that it says, 12 by 24. And then that way. Otherwise, for example, if I go to scan, actually I did already. When I went and scanned this, it only scanned half the mat because I didn't tell it 24 inches. So you have to tell it if you want the additional. But I think it's really nice though, because if you don't want to if you're not dealing with the entire mat and you don't want to change it, you don't have to, which I think is nice.
Yeah, I agree. I just saw Gwen asked if the pumpkin is in the machine. You just saw that. Yes. And I just saw one from, let's see here. I'm just scrolling through the ones that I know. We've got a lot of friends and fans showing up here. It's so fun. All right, hold on. There was one here. Here you go. Jen had a good question. If the piece is really tiny and not vinyl, do you need to use stabilizer on the piece? Jen, are you talking about fabric, I'm assuming?
If you're talking about fabric, I always use stabilizer on fabric, almost always, unless I have the fabric mat and it's brand new and super sticky and I'm absolutely guaranteed that it's going to cut really well. I tend to use stabilizer on all fabrics and felts when I'm cutting them. If it's tiny and it's something like Well, even if it's tiny, it's something like paper or vinyl or, well, a lot of the different materials that fall under paper or plastic, like acrylics and things. No, I don't ever, there's not a stabilizer that you would need because it's going to stick to the mat no matter how tiny. The only thing that could happen if you're cutting super tiny, you're probably not also cutting super intricate.
Yeah.
I suppose it could happen if you were, cutting and cutting and cutting on a little tiny piece of something that it could just run out of any material left to hang on to the mat. That's really usually shouldn't be a problem.
All right, let's see. I see your, oh.
So that part comes off.
Hey, you know what? That would be kind of fun. We're making pants here, and I'm thinking that when we go to do our jeans, that we could do a cutout out of paper like that, put it over a pocket, and spray a bleach or something like that on it. That would make that. What do you think, girls? Do you think that would be fun? We're gonna have a hot mess here. We got fabric dye, everything we can pull out. That I like that though, because you could pull that off there. It would be almost like a stencil.
It would. That would be really cute. So we got all our little pieces off. So just like we did before, we have to select the next part. Now this time, let's see. I'll make her little bow. Make her little bow out of that. And then what's the other piece? Oh no, just the dark piece. That's right. I thought there was another piece. Okay, so we're going to pick that piece because and I always love how it lights up and shows me what piece I'm selecting so that if I'm having, I don't know, if my brain's not quite working as a brain should work. Let's see, that piece is the stars. I don't want the stars. I just want the little bow. Okay. So I know this is going to go somewhere over in this area and that's going to go there. This button right here is the button I was talking about, the cut area. This is where you're telling it what size mat you have. And if you have the 12 by 24, you don't have to push that button unless you want to use inches 13 to 24. So if you're using it and you're thinking, well, it's not picking up the bottom half or it won't let me, that's why. And then 12 by 12 is just if you're working within there. So if I leave it at that, I'm going to go ahead and scan because this is a little different. Plus, I love scanning with the ScanNCut. It's just makes my whole life easier. So it is pulling the whole mat through today. Hold it all the way through.
Oh, that looks great.
Okay, so it's showing me, and that's really helpful because now we can see where it is. And I also love this because I can see color-wise what I'm getting or what I would get based on where I maneuver stuff. And this, I was way off. This needs to move all the way here. So once we got
that is the coolest feature. And a lot of people ask, what's the difference of the Brothers ScanNCut versus some of the others? That scanning is priceless because you can put your pieces right on there. It looks great. And you can do
it all. I'm doing it all from the machine. On these lives, my computer is just used for its webcam, so we have another camera angle. I don't have to get into my computer or any kind of tablet or mobile device or anything. I don't have to get into anything like that. I can just work off the machine. There it goes. Easy. Okay, so now I'll move the machine out of our way a little bit here. Let's see. So cute. Okay, machine, take a big step back.
All right.
And then we have, so this, when I first was looking at it, I thought, okay, are you going to be difficult? No, not going to be difficult. So all the pieces, I'll show you here on this. All the pieces here. Can you see the perforation right there right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the pieces that need to bend are perforated. So the machine actually went in and did little dots to make it so that everything will fold really nicely. So that's the first thing I do is where are the lines? Where is it folding? And I tend to fold and then unfold. That's how I describe it. Because everybody needs to get their nice crisp fold. And you can get out with your bone folder and get really precise if you would like to, or you can do it the lazy way like me and just fold, just easily fold and unfold there. Let's see, is that one have one? Yeah, that one does too, just that inner part. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. That's like the trickiest part of this whole project, which isn't
really
bad.
That was the hard part. Okay, that was really and truly that was the hardest part. And then I'm going to put a little bit of our not you yet here. Hang on. And then I'm going to put this down. And they even have it so that it's just slightly smaller than the area, which is really nice because I really don't like it when it's exactly the same size and I have to get it perfect. Otherwise, it's a problem. That's never fun. Okay, and then flipping over, we can put our ears down. And you could do this different ways. I am liking putting it underneath, having the little ears kind of peek out. Oops, I just almost put that on the wrong side there. So... and then I don't worry too much about this, but I try to get it just kind of similar, make sure it looks like it's in a similar spot. And then there's our, isn't that cute, our little bow. I think I like that side better. And our little bow can go down. So cute. And then it really is just, there's tabs that go in. Right, so we've got our little tabs. And then this, look, this even has the little tabs, like it cut everything out perfect. So that would be the little box. And then the little top, again, it cut the little tab and then it's got the little hole in the little tab. They're all cut perfectly and line up perfectly. So it's
I like the bow.
Easy. And then, you know what I think? I got my little, I had to bring out my little.
Yeah, your button case.
I'm never anywhere without these, right? I'm always showing up. Where's May? I know my husband says I always have either a sequin or a button glued or stuck somewhere on my body at all times, usually my foot. But it's like, if you need a sequin or a button, just, look closer. May's probably got one. So then we could add a little button. I mean, isn't that just so easy and cute?
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
And then Mickey I did in polka dot.
I love that. Yeah, those are definitely cute. See, girls, if I was on the ball, I would have made these before you all came here. You would have all gotten a pumpkin. Instead, this is what we're going to be doing all afternoon. This is really fun.
Fun? Yeah, no, this is something where that's so me. I'm the person who, like, the party started and then I remember I have a treat box cut file and I should have made treat boxes.
I know. And
but I don't remember until the party has started.
Done that. So fast. And then you could draw on them. That's what this one did. It actually drew on it first. So I have mine taken apart, but can you see that okay?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what? You could actually, if you wanted to, if you did it and then you remembered that you wished you had done that, you could unfold it.
Oh, and lay it back down there.
And lay it down and draw or cut something else out or do whatever else you wanted. You could do that because you got that scanner.
That's awesome. Mary says, I bet teachers have died and gone to heaven not having to cut things out by hand.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, May, that is a great project and good timing because we have almost a whole month before Halloween.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, well, this is October. And then I went, oh, May, it's going to be October. When you blink your eyes, it's going to become October. So,
yeah. So, May, just a couple more questions. Do we have a 6-inch mat?
Not that I've heard of.
Yeah, Amanda, maybe you might be thinking of a different brand, but I don't think we have a 6-inch mat. That was a good question though, because you got me on that one.
Right. I don't think there is one. The way the machine is, the rollers are on the ends.
Yeah.
That pull the mat in and out.
So it'd have to be 12.
There's no middle. I don't think there is a 6-inch mat, no.
Definitely. And Shirley, I see that you cut through your mat. If it makes you feel any better, I've done that twice. Not with the newer ScanNCut though, with the auto blade, but I did it with an older one. And but don't be afraid. Just try it again.
So I have done it with this, and what happened was static cling and adhesive. I had a vinyl project like this that had gotten, because the transfer material it's sticky, not super sticky, but lightly sticky. This had stuck to the bottom of the mat. So when the mat reads, if you have stuff stuck under your auto blade mat, it's reading that as thickness. And so it cut through the mat because I had stuff under the mat. It was not a good day.
Oh, no. Oh, Amanda meant 6-foot mat. 6-foot mat. 6-foot mat.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if you're thinking about the vinyl roller.
That's what I'm thinking, the roller.
The roller. The vinyl, yes, the vinyl roller does work on this. And you can cut up to 6 feet of vinyl.
And she has the SDX 230DX.
Yes. And so any of the DX machines, any of the DX models will work with the roller.
Thanks, Amanda. You really you had me perplexed. I was like, 6 inches. That's the smallest mat. What would be the point? Well, 6 inches is like, okay, but that's how big my paper is usually.
Yeah. So that would be definitely scraps of paper and scraps of fabric.
So if you guys have any more questions, May, that was a great project. Oh my gosh, perfect timing. And something really easy. Also, when a lot of us still are home, a lot of kids still are not back in school. Some are, some are not. But this is a great project to do with your kids.
It is. You can cut all the pieces out and then let them decorate. And we added a little button. You could cut more little cut files, or you could, if you did this in white, you could let them paint it. Or
actually, you know what would be good? That watercolor paints that you're always pulling out of there. Oh
yes, watercolor. Yeah, cut it out of watercolor paper and let them watercolor it. There's a lot of different ways to customize it and have so much fun with it.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun. So I see some of you rolled in late. Don't worry, when we're not live anymore, which we are live right now on Facebook, Brother's Facebook page and Brother YouTube page for sewing and crafting. So as soon as we're not live in a few minutes, it just takes a few minutes and you'll be able to come back and watch this from the beginning and watch the whole tutorial. And not only that, don't forget about May's YouTube page and her Facebook page, and Brother Sews has a blog, which actually Brother Crafting has a blog as well. So I think here, I'll bring it up right here, blog.scanncut.com. So those of you that haven't used your ScanNCut, haven't taken it out of the box, be sure to check that out because there's a ton of great tutorials. And May, you've got a lot of great videos.
I do, and I always, if I know some people ask, well, where can I make sure I get track of them? If you follow Craft with May Facebook page, I always post links to the new videos and links to the new tutorials or fun lives like this so that you guys don't miss any of it. Because there's so much that we can do. And I know I've got, not seeing it all here, you guys got a peek at tonight or tomorrow, depending on how things go. You guys got a peek at tonight or tomorrow's project, but I've got a whole bunch. There's like 6 up in the studio. There's like 6 in progress, plus this guy, which we just need our solid fabric for. So there's a lot of really fun stuff coming.
My UPS guy just came with some fabric, so maybe he'll hit you next, although you're just a little bit further away. A little further away. Well, May, thank you so much. We'll look forward to seeing what you got for us next month. And again, if you guys ever have questions for May, you can message her on Facebook or check out her page. So thanks, May.
Thank you. It's always so much fun. Can't wait to dream up new stuff next month.
Oh, I know. I can't. Let's see what. Oh, that'll be like Thanksgiving time.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I'm working on a table runner. Maybe I'll save it or save all the save parts. We'll see. I'll see if I can make that work.
That would be fun.
That's one of my favorite things to do to combine my sewing and my ScanNCut is table runners or decor stuff. So much fun.
Everyone's saying thank you, thank you. So I know some of you watch us all week. You watch the Brother Sews. So let me just tell you the schedule for the week. May is obviously today. Tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be live on the Angela Wolf page, which will be shared to the brother page. And I'm actually going to be showing a lot of ladies here that are working on pants. It'll be a real behind the scenes at the studio. And then Thursday at noon, Cindy Hogan's coming on to talk about the 10 needle. And she's got a great project. I've seen it. And it's super cute. So you're going to love that. So anyways, that's your schedule for the week that I can remember. And May, we're going to look so forward to seeing you next month, what you're working on.
Yes, can't wait.
All right. See you later. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.